How to fix a broken relationship. Hello, my name is Coach Adrian and welcome to Happily Committed. We are a channel dedicated to helping couples figure it out. We know relationships aren't always easy, and we've dedicated our lives to helping good people figure out ways to maintain healthy communication, healthy dialogue, and to be able to problem solve in a constructive way with your significant other. Unfortunately, sometimes relationships fall apart, people break up, go through separations, and a lot of our clients reach out to us to figure out ways to get back together. We have actually dedicated our lives helping couples get back together after a breakup, and we have another channel called Love Advice TV where we address this very issue. But I wanted to give you some perspective here as well on how to repair a broken relationship. You can do so by being smart in your approach and not letting your feelings and emotions get the best of you. You need to take a step back and you need to understand what went wrong and why. If you don't know what went wrong, surely you're not going to be able to make things right. And a lot of times that means being patient and detaching from your feelings and emotions. We want to break the negative cycle that you're currently caught up in. And I invite you to take a step back and to write a list of all of the issues that have plagued your relationship, starting with the most difficult issues, the most challenging confrontations that you've had, and working your way down. Be as extensive as you can be. Make sure that you leave no stone left unturned. Giving you this full picture will really enable you to then take the next step and to see those issues from your partner's point of view. Try to see those issues as if you were them, understanding their fears, understanding their values, and looking at their motivations. What were they trying to convey to you? Try to go below the surface. Don't just focus on the words, but actually try to understand the frustrations and where they're rooted in. If you do this, you're going to raise your level of empathy. You're going to grow your level of emotional intelligence, and you're going to be able to relate to your partner in a way that perhaps you haven't been able to relate to them in the past. Of course, it takes time and detachment, because if you're not detached, it will be very difficult for you to be able to think about their needs, their frustrations. You can stay stuck on your own, and unfortunately, that's when conflict is at its worst. We don't want to argue. We don't want to debate. We want to communicate. And that means doing more listening than talking. It means forgiveness. And it means choosing to be loved over choosing to be right. But you can do this. And if you're able to understand this first step of what went wrong, especially from your partner's point of view, then you can start to build habits to make things right. Perhaps there are certain virtues that you can work on that will empower you. Or perhaps you can set reminders to not be triggered by certain behaviors. Then you're going to need to communicate efficiently with your significant other. We've created an in-depth program on how to communicate efficiently, and I encourage you to check it out. And you can find more information by clicking on the link below. Obviously, communication is at the heart of all healthy relationships. So this is something that you definitely want to check out. Ultimately, though, you're going to have to be patient, and you're going to have to really weather this storm. Choose to inspire your partner by focusing on the best version of you. If you're focusing on the things that you can control, in turn, you can inspire your partner to do the same. As you start to evolve, as you start to detach, you will inspire them to do something similar. What I've learned over the years is that couples usually don't work out, not because they don't love each other, but because they don't trust each other, or because they don't believe that they can be happy with each other. So happiness and trust are fundamental, and you're going to want to really reflect on that. How can you showcase to your significant other that you can be happy together? How can trust be rebuilt? Those are fundamental questions that if you find the answers to, you're going to be able to reset this dynamic. You're going to be able to repair your broken relationship. As always, if you have questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the question box below, in the comment box, and it'll be our pleasure to address them with you. Keep fighting the good fight, and see you soon for another video.